Today we are gathered together to honor the faithful life of Joan Simard. She is my grandmother. She is Mim to me. And so today I want to tell you a little bit about Mim. I'm Jason, one and only one of her grandchildren. And on behalf of the family, we would like to thank you for being here today to honor her and to praise God as she would have wanted. Saying goodbye under these circumstances isn't easy. But if you knew Mim, you know that she would be the first to say that there is nothing final about this goodbye. If you knew Mim, then there's not much that I will have to say this afternoon that will surprise you. If you didn't know her, then it is my hope that you will feel like you knew her when we are done. What is a matriarch? I've been thinking about that word a lot this past week. One definition of matriarch is an older woman who is powerful within a family or organization. I never thought of Mim as a matriarch. But I'm rethinking that this week. There's one thing that I think about when I think about Mim, one thing I want you to know about. It is her faith. Her faith was full of humility. It was quiet. It was resolute. It was always there. When I think through my memories of Mim, every story, every moment, every event has one thing in common: her faith. A quiet, humble faith that led the rest of the family. I think of Mim quietly and faithfully riding the bus, getting transfers, and going to work at Roxy Cleaners. I think of one interaction that I had with Mim when I was in elementary school. It was probably sometime between 4th and 5th grade. I would walk to school every morning and then walk home in the afternoon, where Mim would keep an eye on me and my brother on some days until my mom came home from work. I was at that age when boys in school start using some pretty salty language. And I was picking that language up, using it with my friends at school, but never near the house. In fact, I was very careful to stop using it once I crossed over Fifth Ave. One day, Mim pulled me aside and said, "Jason, I know you have been using bad language. It is not right. It is not nice, and you should stop." I was shocked and impressed. I have no idea how she knew. But I was shocked and I was impressed, and I did just that. I stopped for a time. I never knew how she found out. I still don't know to this day. She didn't guilt me or shame me. She didn't tell Pip, which would have been devastating. She didn't tell my parents, as far as I know. She didn't yell at me. She just quietly, humbly, and faithfully steered me in the right direction. Mim, with quiet and humble faith, buried her beloved husband, Gene, Pip. And with quiet and humble faith, buried her daughter, Linda. And she faithfully led the family through those difficult days. Mim was someone who decided, I think, never to draw attention to herself. She was so unassuming in who she was and in everything she did. The other night, my brother and sister-in-law shared a story with me which I think summarizes who Mim is so well. She was in her apartment with Uncle Chris on the other end and Aunt Dawn upstairs. They had already at this point set up a baby monitor so she could get Aunt Dawn even when Aunt Dawn was upstairs. Mim decided she wanted a piece of candy. So she got herself out of her chair and to the dining room where the candy dish was. She got to the candy, but somehow in the process she fell down. And she wasn't able to get up. She wasn't hurt. She wasn't injured. She just wasn't able to get up. So she called out for my Uncle Chris and my Aunt Dawn. The baby monitor did its job. They came, one from the back of the house and one from upstairs, and they got her up and back into her chair. Mim settled in, opened her hand, revealing the piece of candy. The candy that she held on to the whole time. She never let go. Through the journey, the challenges, the fall, the recovery, through the trials and tribulations, the ups and the downs, the moments of sadness, the moments of joy, she never let go. Mim never lets go. Is Mim a matriarch? Is she the matriarch of this family? I think so. She's not the traditional kind of matriarch, sitting high above everyone, reigning and ruling with an iron fist. She sits in the corner, quiet and unassuming, humbly and faithfully guiding, steering, and leading her family. When someone you love passes, we say, often to comfort ourselves, well, now they are at peace. Mim is at peace. But the thing is, she was at peace long before this past Monday. She was at peace every time you met her. She was at peace a year ago. She was at peace a month ago, a week ago. She was at peace last Saturday. She was at peace before her passing, while she passed, and yes, even now. That is Mim. She humbly and faithfully, even in her death, quietly, unassumingly, leads and steers us even through this. I know how to handle this. We know how to deal with this because Mim has shown us already. Mim has taught us. Mim has led us. Mim has prepared us by her faith. That is who my grandmother is. That is Mim. Thank you.